Top Gun Raceway. This is actually out in Fallon, Nevada as well. NHRA drag strip out here. They are looking at giving Rattlesnake Raceway one of their old Connex boxes, which I think might be this one right here. And we came out to inspect it. This might work out really great for us for stuff either up in the grandstands or whatever. So get myself back to what we actually came here for. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Lumsden Motorsports Garage. I'm Wade Lumsden, and we are up here at the racetrack. Again, it's Sunday, day after the races. Brother's over there working on getting his hobby stock done. He changed out the module. We kind of wanted to come up and run the car a little bit. He changed out the module. I already said I'm Wade Lumsden. Do you want to say?
I'm Chris Lumsden.
All right. So he changed out the module, made it run way better is what it sounds like. We're putting some ATF in the transmission. We had a fiasco with that last night. It didn't have enough ATF in it, like really at all. So we're gonna try running the car today. What do you think?
I think it'll be a hell of a lot better than it was just last night.
Yeah, more promising.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And, yeah, we'll get back to you. All right, his first time out here. Sounds better already. I think he's just gonna go nice and easy. So track is super wet and sloppy. And we have done zero setup to that car. We literally pulled it out of the weeds, put a motor in it, threw tires on it. I don't even think we looked at stagger, tire pressures, nothing. And took it up. So he's just up here driving, trying to check the motor and stuff. Oh yeah, way slick. Caster and camber, you can tell, really needs to be addressed on it. Both tires are leaning in on the top there. That's not quite what we want. Yeah, this track is way too slimy to really try to figure anything out. Yeah, okay. The track was way too slick for him to be able to do anything, so I told him to run through the pit where it's dry. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't build him a bum. I think we're gonna go eat breakfast. We'll come back when the track is dry and have him try it again. All right, so Tis got his first roundy rounds with the car. Now that it runs better, right?
Yes, it runs so much better.
Okay. Track was way too slick really for him to do anything. You guys saw that. But I had him, I was like, I was scared that I built him a dog, or you know, a bum of a motor, and so I had him get on it there in the pits. For a second we were scared. I was scared.
I've never designed a dog of a motor.
I think I would have preferred to have that motor in my car than the
I had
Grey.
a Dodge Colt one time that had a little 4-cylinder that was kind of a dog.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
it actually ran pretty good too.
So what are your initial thoughts?
Still gotta do tuning, get it. It's still not, we got some issues with tuning, but as far as power, right, we got plenty of power.
Good.
Ran it up the pit there. I think once it actually has a spot where it's getting traction, it's gonna have a lot of power.
Plus, I think it would help if we did any form of setup on the car. Your caster camber is so off right now.
Well, and the tires are on the back, have been on there for 5 years now. So.
And when we put the new tires on, we didn't put them on in any order.
Right.
And the reverse stagger.
Oh yeah, the reverse stagger right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
has that got an open rear end or is it locked?
No,
it's locked.
Okay.
Lincoln locker. That Lincoln welder locker.
Lincoln, yeah.
Oh.
Lincoln Miller locker.
Oh, it was a Miller. We used a Miller locker. We will be we're going to breakfast, and then we're gonna come back up when the track is drier. Let him do a couple roundy rounds, but overall pretty satisfied with the starting point that we're at, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we should be giving them something to look at come next race. That's
Good.
for sure.
Good. Well, it's definitely a spectacle to look at. I'll have to give you guys a walk around of the car, but that thing has seen some battle.
Half of it looks like an open wheel car because the body's crushed.
Yeah, like I said, this car was built 18 years ago. Can you believe that? It was built 18 years ago.
Yeah, I can.
Jeez, Wade, you're getting old.
I know, and
Wade.
Yeah, Wade. Coming from my dad and my older brother. So the car was built 18 years ago, and it's had a couple different drivers in it, and it's been abused in many different ways, and we literally pulled it out of the weeds. Last night, we had a couple people lean up against the car. They're like, oh my God, you have stickers in your car, like in the grill and in the fenders. We literally pulled it out of the weeds.
When I pulled off the hood originally, it was nothing but a big sticker bush, so I had to pull that out of the way before the motor could actually go in.
Yeah, that's a thing. So, all right, guys, we're gonna eat breakfast, and we'll kick the camera back on when we go up and let him do some roundy rounds again. Alrighty, back up at the track. Tiss is taking the car back out. I'm trying to get up here. He just drove out on the track. It's drier, so let's see how he does. Sounds like he's opening it up a little bit more. Getting a little exciting. Yeah, we got to do some setup on this thing. What'd you think?
She's got some power.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a little loose. Plus it's slick and dusty.
Yeah.
So.
But it runs good.
You want to do a couple more laps before we go, or it's up to you?
No, I think next up we need to start doing tires and getting the actual setup.
Yeah.
It runs good though.
Awesome. I'll let you drive off the track. We'll talk about it after.
All right.
Cool. He seems to be happy. But she's got some go-go, which is good. Couple laps there. I tried doing lap times at the same time. That's why the camera might have been a little funky, because I was trying to do them on my phone. The first lap he did was a 18.8, second was an 18.8, the third was a 19.5. I don't know if I don't know what that compared to what them guys were doing last night, but if I had to guess, he's probably a second or 2 seconds off the pace. But man, that thing looked like it was a bear to drive, so definitely got to get some setup stuff for him done. Actually, do tires, wheels, we have no idea what the stagger really is. We have we threw on whatever we had, really, so he might have crazy offset wheels and weird spots, and we were just glad it made it. So looks like it's got enough power for him. Looks like it's going to run good now. We timed it before we took it out there. The timing was pretty retarded, and we fixed that. But you know that nice high dollar Moroso timing pin, timing mark that I got for him, the pin portion of it is missing. It's gone. So what the heck. We'll have to get that figured. So we set his timing, but we had to set his timing based off of a guesstimate of where the timing mark was. So he's set plus or minus probably 4 degrees. Oh well, is what it is. We'll get him out of the car. Maybe we'll talk to him for a second. We are all done and we're packing up, and we got to finish picking up the mess that we left behind yesterday. But I think we're pretty happy with the way the engine runs. Now we got to figure out handling and setup, which it's just some time. Tiss, what'd you think?
Well, she's got good power. She's super loose, but you know, what do you expect when you throw on tires that are 5 years old?
Yeah.
So, runs good. Most of the tuning should be pretty much done. I should probably go through and adjust the carburetor now that I think of it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
We never actually did that, so but I think we'll have a good fast car this year.
Good. So important thing is now he's got a good good base. Some of you guys might wonder why we went through what we went through in the last video at the races, and doing the engine install and kind of rushing it to make it to where he could race. My brother's mostly been like a points racer most of his life, which those of you guys that race, you'll know the difference on how you points race versus how you're just out to race and win money. Usually when you're points racing and you're going for a championship, you're slightly more cautious, because you know your car's gotta show up every single race to be able to try to win a championship. If you don't really care about points and you're just there for the win, you might take a little bit more chances because you don't necessarily care if you're back the next race or not. So plus with our crazy work schedules that we have, it was kind of a do or die thing, you know. He's been working, 6 to 7 days a week. He lives about an hour and a half drive away from work. So after he works a 10-12 hour day, he's still got an hour and a half drive home. He's got an hour and a half drive there. You just completely run out of time to be able to do things. So bringing it up here, forcing the issue, most people would be like, that's crazy, why would you do that? You're better off just doing it at home. And well, the problem is if we just left it sitting in the garage and didn't work on it, it probably wouldn't have gotten done. Is that kind of...
That's pretty much how it was. That and you bring it up to a place like this, you get a lot of other racers that want you out there also, so you can find all kinds of help, and it's just so much easier when you're up here.
And parts.
Oh, parts, yeah. Oh man, if it wasn't for the guy next to us, Diaz, this never would have even started yesterday. I swear half the stuff underneath that hood that isn't on the engine itself came from him.
Yeah, we borrowed lots of stuff. There was not a single Chevy starter in Fallon, so he had to run around the pits and try to find a starter. It was nuts.
Fuel fittings, they didn't have any in stock. They were all out of the Holly parts. What else?
Fuel filter.
Yeah, filters. I ended up having to get a filter. I still don't have the right electrical switch. Nobody had one of those, but on-off switch. But
yeah, his on-off switch.
pliers.
Yeah, we have to use pliers to turn it on and off because the actual switch part is gone. But yeah, so I mean, we were kind of in a situation where we had to force the issue, but now he has a really good base here. He was at a point with the car where we had to spend hours, handful of hours to get it done. But now he's to a point where he can spend an hour here, 2 hours there. He can do 30 minutes worth of work and come back and finish it, and still be able to go race and be ready to rock and roll. So, that's why we did the chaotic craziness of forcing the issue to get done so he can go race. Because it's kind of, once you have a car and it runs and stuff, now it's just playing with it and tuning it, right? So
yeah, and we gotta make it to where it doesn't look like a train wreck.
Yo, yeah, I was gonna give you guys a walk around. Like I said, there's still bush all over inside this thing, sticks and stickers.
Those were growing a couple months ago.
Yeah. This thing's pretty beat up cosmetically. Wait till we get to the other side. You're gonna love this. Look at that. Almost looks like an open wheeled car. This backside got so crushed in. Makes you think that the rear end shifted over, but it's actually not. It's just all of that stuff has been caved in so much. I'm not sure what cosmetically he's gonna get done before next race, but at least, I mean, we got, I think 4 weeks or 5 weeks or something like that.
5 weeks, I think.
So we got some time to do stuff to it, but we're mostly going to be worried about trying to get the thing to steer and not whip around on him.
Yeah, it was loose.
It was way loose. We have no idea what the stagger was. I bothered to check the tire pressures, and he's actually low from what we would really want.
It kind of staggers around like a drunk on turn 4, so.
Yeah, that's a thing.
That's where we're at with stagger.
That's a thing. The caster and camber, both tires are leaned in like this, and that's not what you want.
No.
So yeah, anyways, yeah, I think we're good, man. Like, we're gonna hook this thing back up to the tow truck and get it towed back down to where your house or your buddy's house somewhere.
Alan's house.
You got anybody you want to thank?
One, I gotta thank my wife for letting me spend money that she really didn't want me to. Alan for letting me use his garage. Diaz, of course, for all the parts he let me use. Shorty, Travis Shaw, he let me borrow some belts. Mickey let me borrow his carburetor. And then Wade for, putting a motor together and making me actually put a car together. So, yeah.
Awesome. I want to thank all my sponsors too for last night. That was great. All About Caring, the Senior Living Training Center. Gilmore Graphics, always making me look good until I go out and trash the car and run it into a wall and stuff. Hey, that's my fault, not his. That's my fault, not his. My Uncle Brad, the Renegade Monster Bus. Who else do we got? Man, I feel like I'm missing somebody. Of course, my family, my brother.
You have a trailer with sponsors on there right there.
I do. That's crazy. Aquanautics Pools there in Florida. I know we're way out west, but he was a good friend of ours that used to race with us, and he reached out and helped out. Kate Sarkissian Cosplay, and yeah, all of my friends and family that come over and give me support and stuff, and you guys too, because we couldn't be doing this stuff without help. We had a bunch of racers here for the opening weekend, and we all talked about it, and we're like, man, everybody's got to help everybody as much as they possibly can, because without help, we can't do these sports, you know. We're not all business owners. We're not, you know, trust fund babies, nothing, you know. We all nickel and dime and got to borrow this and trade for that, and we make things work. We do the best that we possibly can. So with that being said, do you want to try doing the sign out?
You want me to screw it up again?
Okay, don't forget to like and subscribe. Any questions, comments, concerns down below. Lumsden Motorsports Facebook page. We still got Lumsden Motorsports Win the Show, Be the Show t-shirts, so reach out to me. I know I don't have an online store set up yet. It's not cost effective at this point to do that, so reach out to me, and we'll do the deal direct if you want a shirt. So we got lots of cool stuff coming up. We don't race again here for 5 weeks like my brother was saying in May, but in June is Octane Fest, which, man, comment below. Yeah, do this. Comment below and let me know what you think we should run. I have my tough truck. They're going to run the tough trucks, but they're also going to run a trailer race where you got to tow a boat behind something, or a chain race where you got to tow another car that's not running, chained together, 2 cars. So down below, let me know what you guys think I should run. I'm leaning towards the boat race. That's what I'm leaning towards, because I happen to have a boat.
Is there a second person in the car that's getting dragged?
Yes, they have to steer it.
I say train race.
He's a psychopath. Give me the punishment. So comment below what you guys think. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys next video. Peace.